B-Leaguers, here we are. We're week 3 review, week 4 preview, and this is the last of the holiday editions from my bedroom. I'm not wearing any pants, and who knows, you might see what's under those pants later on in this video. Keep watching. For Jace, I did wear that shirt last week, and I'm not going to wear that pink shirt again. That was ridiculous. I'm just going to wear the black one. Go you mighty Panthers. All right, last week. Where do I start? Bedsheet of the week. Jace, kind of like bedsheet of the week. Went out and trotted out a whole bunch of resis against James, and James still couldn't get the job done. Jace still in it with like 160. So, look, he tried to lose in protest and ended up winning. So a bit of a weird one there. The performance of the week, going to give it to yours truly. Over 200 points and almost 100-point win over Frothy there, the finalist from last year. Pretty crazy to think Frothy could be 0-3 if Matt had played his a full team last week, and then you've got someone like Shelley who doesn't even realise the season's on, and he's 3-0. So it's just crazy at the moment. Poor Tits trying every day his absolute hardest, and he's 0-3. Seems like a retard fucking a doorknob right now, but he'll get there. He does have a good team. But look, let's get that elephant out of the room first before we get to the previews. I think, look, we need to just draw a line in the sand and say, it's not up to everyone else to say who your strongest side is. That really comes to you. You play your side. And look, if you happen to play a side and that person doesn't seem to be as strong, just so you might not get that win, really, no one can say anything. But if you do just trot out these inactive players, that's obviously where a few people might get a bit upset. So let's just say from now on, everyone plays active players, regardless of the excuse, and we just do that. And, look, time zone issues are one thing, and that can happen. I do know that sometimes you sort of pretty confident a player's playing, and you go to sleep and you wake up and they're not. That can happen. My body clock wakes me at 2:55 every Monday morning. I'm hoping it's going to be 3:55 this next coming Monday with the time zone change. But who knows? Might be an extra hour preparation before game starts. But not everyone's the same as me there. But look, just do your best, boys, to play the active players, and we can just move on. All right, on to our games for week. Lawrence of the Labia. Oh, that was the win that I had over Frothy there. Sorry to rub that one in, mate. Didn't get your song of the week, Frothy, either. So maybe the towel was between the legs after the embarrassing victory that you were able to take out the previous week. But looking forward to that for this week. All right, Lawrence of the Labia against Fields and In My Plums. This is becoming a little bit of a must-win for Rich at 0-3. There's not too many teams that have gone in to make the playoffs after being 0-4, and he's obviously trying to avoid any of those punishment T-shirts as well. Up against it, but he was the only person in the regular season to beat me last year, so the jammy prick will probably go and do it again. The double C. If I only played the right defence, the double C would be 1-2. I would be 2-1. Decided to trot out the Washington football team against Josh Allen. Bad decision. Up against team names. So this is a big one. This is probably, I'll say, one of the games of the week here. This is the champ against one of the pretenders who was feeling pretty confident. And look, if he goes on and loses this week, Ivan Jr. III is going to be struggling to get himself back into a good position after that. Next, the tanking team up against Team Burnside. Well, thanks again, Shelley, for changing your name. Clearly, really interested in how everything's going, and would you believe it, 3-0 and with a big chance of going 4-0 after this one. Really depends what side Matt puts out. But look, he does have a chance playing with the two quarterbacks. And I still feel like Shelley obviously has that advantage in that game. A lot of good players that can put up big numbers. Probably a bit closer than 80-20. I'd probably say more like 60-40. Like to funk Lutz against the Pong Knucklers. I'm going to give this one also the game of the week, because this is a must win for Tits. You cannot go to 0-4, and Owi's not going to obviously want to go to 1-3 either. Tits is slightly favoured in this one, but it hasn't worked out the same way for him so far. So probably a 50-50 flip of the coin. I reckon there's probably going to be less than 10 points in this one. And Team 11, fresh off his team benching against homosexual tendencies. Look, can we have 3 game of the weeks? Because this is 2 of the favourites and probably the 2 strongest teams in the South. This is probably the game of the week, the ultimate one, and one of 3 great matchups. One team's going to be either 4-0, or we're going to have a couple of 3-1 teams in the South. So that really, Harrow's looking to separate himself. I really like Jace's team. Really like it. All over, especially with like the Bills defense as well. So I think slight advantage to Jace in that one. The quarterback graveyard against the Elon Musk balls. These boys do not want to go to 1-3. They both want to get to 2-2 and keep themselves in there. And again, this is going to be a flip of the coin for this one. Slight advantage to Frothy just in having he's got a lot of strength all over the lineup, whereas Alex is a little bit more hit and miss, but Alex has some guys that can go large. So of course, if Aaron Jones wants to go and rip off 50 points and Scary Terry wants to do the same, he obviously puts himself in a great position there. And finally, Team Arse Juice against Dack Me Off in the Connor. This one's predicted to only be 60% to 40% game. I can't see James getting within 10 points of that one. Matty Ice has not been in good form, and of course Grant has a lot of boys that can go really big with their scoring. All right, just to have a look quickly at the Northern Wolfpack division, and you can see the boys there in with a chance of getting into the playoffs, and then the Southern Gamecocks division as well. I'm going to run out of Matt's picks, but look, he's going to have a fucking shitload of early picks. He's currently got the 101 and the 102, and that's pretty much all you need to know. And he's got a whole bunch of other ones around the mid as well. All right, boys, that's it for this week. Good luck, and see you when Alex and Owie do their videos. Owie revealing a new t-shirt this week.